Alright, what's up guys? This is Trigger2295 here, and tonight, whatever you want to say, I'm going to be showing you how to make a simple YouTube background for the 2012 layout, which has actually been out for about a year and a half now. I will, if you like and favorite and subscribe, I will send you the template that I use for my channel, which works really good. I mean, you don't have to. I guess you could just watch the tutorial and get it from there, get the dimensions, but it would seriously help if you guys like, favorite, and leave a comment or two down in the comment section, and most of all, subscribe. That would really help me out because I'm trying to get a YouTube partnership so I can get a lot better equipment for a lot of stuff, like gaming on my computer and recording. So that would really help me out. So I'm going to get started now. So starting off, I'm going to show you guys, like I said, how to make a simple YouTube background using two free softwares. I'll put the links in the description. There are videos that show how to install it, how to install the two softwares, not together, but separately. It's Blender. That's what I'm going to use for the 3D. It's a 3D animation software. It's a substitute for, it's a free substitute. Both these are free. It's a free substitute for like 3ds Max, Maya, Cinema 4D. It's a free substitute for that. And I'm also going to use Gimp, which is very popular. If you don't know what Gimp is, it's pretty much a free substitute for Photoshop. And it's really good. Both these, I love these two programs. So yeah, we'll get started in making a text in Blender. So opening this up, let's let this open up. And what I like about Blender is it is really low on the CPU. It does not, it doesn't use a lot of the it doesn't take a lot of the processors. It doesn't overwork the processor, I guess, if you want to say that. Unless you're rendering out an animation or an image, then it does need a lot of the processor. Depending on how you render it, you can render it using Blender internal rendering, which uses the CPU, or you can use Cycles, which gives it a crisper image like this. But it also renders quicker. But you need a GPU. It uses your GPU instead of a CPU to render it out way faster. So yeah, let's get started. So starting off, this is the main startup screen for Blender. You have your camera, which is this right here, this triangle looking thing. You have your default cube and one pointer lamp. So what you want to do is just get rid of all this. So press A twice, sorry, and then press X, and then enter, or whatever you want to enter, or left click. And then what you want to do is Shift A, sorry, Shift A, add a text. Alright, now you're going to go down here. I can't do it on my laptop. You need a number pad, but for some reason, whenever I press the number, it doesn't do it. So, for me, I have to do View, and then you can press the 7 on your number pad. If you have a desktop keyboard, press 7 to go to top view. And then from here, what you want to do is go to the fonts. Hold on. I always like to... Oop, damn it. Ah, okay. So this is your tools up here, kind of menus. Go to the font tab, and then go down here real quick to the alignment and press center. So it centers the text, so it's directly in between the X and Y axes, axis, I guess, plural. And then go right here to select your font. I go to what is it? DeviantArt. No, that's for GIMP. I use Dafonts. That's what it is. DAFONTS.com. I could probably put a link in the description below too. For that, that's where I get a lot of fonts. So yeah, I'm going to use one of my very popular ones I like to use, New Drop Arrow, which is, again, free text that you can get from defont.com. And then you can change the size of it right here. I just leave it the same because you could change the size of it just based on the overall view of the camera. If you put the camera closer, it'll get bigger, and if you pull the camera away, it'll get smaller. Mainly what the size is for, I think, is if you're trying to scale it, compared to like a plane. If I were to add a plane here, not a plane like a flying plane, but like a plane, like a ground kind of thing. If you want to learn about a lot of that stuff, go to another Blender tutorial. Again, this is strictly for the YouTube background. So anyway, now that you have your text here, go down to object mode and left click it and click edit, and then make sure you're in here, backspace, and then I'm just going to write trigger 2295. Okay, so then once you're done with that, go to object mode again. Sorry about that. Yeah. So then, once you're done with that, extrude it, which gives it a nice little 3D effect here. Whoa, way too much. You only want to extrude it by probably about 0.1 or 0.3. That should be good. It's really 3D-ish. It's a little too much, I think. Actually, about 0.25, 0.2. That's better. Okay, so you just want a subtle. You don't want it too crazy, because then it'll just look really, really ugly, and you don't want an ugly background. So yeah, once you got that, then you also want to bevel it, because if you notice, it's got really sharp edges going around here. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to bevel it, and I usually bevel mine by about 0.03. There you go, and it'll bevel out the corner so it's not all sharp and ugly looking. And then let me go back into top view. Alright, so that's pretty much the overall text right there. So now what you want to do is you want to change the material of it, okay? So you're going to go here to Materials tab, click New, and this is what it's going to look like. This is like a preview box. So I'm going to make it... Oh, let's just make it a blue. Let's make it a blue. So, if you want, you can just turn down all those and just turn up the blue all the way. It's simple. And then go down here to hardness and turn it up. I always turn it up to about 120, and that just changes like the glare, I guess, of it. It gives it a different type of material. I guess if you want to say it makes it look like a different type of material. You can make it look more metally or more plastic, I guess, if you want to say that. And then mirror. Now, all you want to change here is the reflectivity, or reflectivity. This is just how much any light or any other object will reflect off of it. And I always make this about 0.05 or 0.1. You don't want to go too crazy, because what will end up happening is it'll totally absorb all that light, and it'll lose all of its color, and it'll just look dead. So if you notice, this is the preview now. When I change that, now you can see the reflection of all of the little squares in the I guess it'd be like an alpha kind of box, alpha background. So yeah, now that you got that, what you want to do now is add a camera. So press space. You can press space or you can press Shift A, but I always press space and just type in camera. Go down to add camera. Alright, and you just want to bring this up until you're in view. So we'll just bring this up. Alright, and then go to view, camera, see if you're in view, which I am, surprisingly. Alright, so now go to view, top. Now, if you were to render this out just as it is, you wouldn't be able to see anything, because there's no lights. So now you need to add lights, which in order to do that, all you have to do is press, again, either Shift A or space, which I'll just press space and just type in lamp or lamb, and it'll automatically search lamp. And what I usually do, I'll add just 3 pointers, and that's good enough. So I'll just add a pointer. Alright, and then what you're going to do is you're going to press Alt-D. Okay, and then just left click real quick, and then bring this one over here. Alright, and then click the middle one again, Alt-D, left click, and then drag it over here. Now what Alt-D does is you can press Shift-D, which will duplicate it. Alt-D, what that does is when you change the characteristic of one of these lights, it changes it for all of them, okay? So what you want to do, so what that does, say you move this up, let's move this one up a little bit too, move that up about here. Actually, we'll move this in because I don't want it on the very corner. About there should be good. And they don't have to be the same height. I mean, it looks kind of weird if they are. It'll give it a weird little lighting effect. Alright, so now if you render this image out, actually it doesn't look that bad. So I think I would actually keep this if I wanted to. But I'm just going to show you what that Alt-D does. So, alright, so now if you render it out, there you go. Sorry about that, guys. Again, didn't purchase the whole entire version of the Microsoft Expression encoder, so I can only record up to 10 minutes each segment. So what all I was saying was I already rendered it out, so all you have to do from here is go to Image. Oh, sorry. It's running kind of slow. Alright, go to Image and Save as Image, and then I'll show you how to do that in a second. I just want to show you that Alt-D. So what I was saying was if you press Alt-D instead of Shift-D, both of them duplicate it, but Alt-D duplicates it and changes the characteristics of each of them. So if you change the characteristics of this one, or this one, or this one, it'll change the characteristics of all of them. Which really helps, because if you have a bunch of lights and you just wanted to make them all pretty much the same, instead of changing every individual one and making your life a living hell, just press Alt-D and it'll change it all. So now if you want to lower the energy to 600. Now if you look at this one, 600. Look at this one, 600. Now if you press Shift-D, we'll just right there. Now if you notice, if I change the energy up to 1 again, nope, not there you go, to 1, this changed, this one changed, this one changed, but look at this one, still 600. So Shift-D is will duplicate it, but it won't change any other factors if you want to change it. You have to Alt-D, and that's how you change the characteristics of all of them when you duplicate. So now I'm just going to delete this, press X, and then Enter, and there you go. So now if you render this back out, render image. Alright, so there it is. And then you go to Image, Save as Image. And then I always save mine. I made a little folder on my desktop. You can't, well, I'll just close this real quick. Blender projects. And then I made a little file in the file called Blender PNGs. And then I just save everything there. So Blender projects, right here, Blender PNGs. So there's a lot of these here. What these are all frames for animations. That's how they save them. You can save them as like an AVI RAW, AVI JPEG, or whatever. I have not tried exporting them, rendering it out as a video yet, any type of animation. But I just use this, and I'll just go through the hassle of putting them into Windows Movie Maker and timing them off from there. But it's not that hard. I can make a video on that too if you want. So anyway, I get sidetracked easily. So yeah, go to Blender PNGs, and then RGBA. If you select RGB, it'll keep a gray background. I believe it's gray, or it might be white. I think it's gray though. It'll just keep that background, and you won't be able to edit it correctly. RGBA is red, green, blue, and alpha. If I'm not mistaken, that RGB is red, green, blue, and alpha. The alpha channel, there's nothing. There's no background. All it is just the text. So that's what you want to save it as if you're going to edit it. So you select RGBA, and then you title it whatever. So I'll just name this Test Trigger 2295. Okay, and then I just pressed Enter, and you can press Enter or click Save as Image. Alright, it's not saved. I'll press Escape, and then if you close out, it'll actually save this work, which is also what I like about Blender. Alright, and that little box right there was a Python script. Again, if you need to learn about those, just go to another tutorial on how to install this. So, now that I got that, you go to GIMP, which might take a little bit to open up, mainly because I have a lot of plugins that I have in GIMP, fonts and brushes and all that fun stuff. So this might take a little bit. There we go. So this is GIMP for you. Again, both these are free, absolutely 100% free, which is something I love about people who decide to make softwares like this, because again, I'm a nerd. I'll admit it, I'm a nerd. I'm a musician, but I'm also a nerd, and I love just sitting here doing graphics design and all that stuff. So yeah, I'm just trying to talk to you guys, just waiting for this to load up. You can fast forward the video too to just make me shut up. Mountain Dew. Alright, so ScriptView, it's an extension for it. GIMP also uses Python. For some reason, when I tried installing it with Python, the Python script didn't work for me, so yeah. Alright, so if I remember correctly, Photoshop is all in one window. That's the only bad part about GIMP, is it's in 2 separate windows. But you get used to it. I thought it would be, oh great, this is going to be difficult, it's just going to be stupid, you know, there's 2 windows. But it's actually not that bad. It's not really that complicated once you get used to it. Alright, so from here, I have a video on how to find the dimensions of a YouTube background, which is, if you notice when I go to templates here, there's a YouTube background template. I just use the backgrounds that I found from Optics channel, which again, I'll put a link to the description of my video on how to find the dimensions of a YouTube background right here. So yeah, I just use 2000 by 2070. I'm going to be tweaking with it more, because the only bad part is, I'll show you on my channel in a little bit at the end of the video. It cuts out, this ends like in the middle of the sidebar here, so it kind of looks weird. So I'm going to start tweaking with that, and once I get a new template, I will be sure to let you guys know. So yeah, just make a template like this, make the dimensions, press OK, and then once you have the dimensions, you can save it as a template and name it and all that fun stuff. So from here, the dimensions I use for the actual artwork, the neon lights going around the border, are, actually, you know, I should probably just show you a picture real quick. I'm sorry, I'm all over the place. Oh no, I can't, because my internet is all fudged up right now. Okay, yeah, that's not gonna work. I hate when my internet does this. Okay, I'm sorry, I apologize. Okay, so what you wanna, damn it, fudge. Okay, I know, can't access the internet. Okay, shut up. Anyway, so what you want to do is you want to create a new background. Just press OK. From here, go to the background right here, the very first one that popped up. Click the paint bucket and paint it black. Okay, paint it black. So wait for it. All right, there it is. So now from here, select the new layer, and you can name these if you want. I'm not going to, just for, you know, quick. I want to get this done. So I always make it 512. Come on. Nope, not 12. Damn it. Okay. I'm a perfectionist, sorry. I have to make sure this is actually at 512. There you go. 512 by 12. And the dimensions are down here, just so you know. So 512. Ah, damn it. There you go. 512 by 12. And then the width of it, I always make to about 1472. So, oh, there you go, right at the bottom, I think. Are we? Yeah. Okay. And we'll make this to about, actually, no, we'll make it to about 1478. And then just bring it all the way to the bottom here, like that. Okay, so now that you did that, go to Select, Border, and then feather it by 5 pixels. Alright, which will give this little box here. Alright, go to Paint, and then select whatever color you want. And I'll select, because I had a blue, bluish text, I'm going to select the blue, and then it'll make a, there you go. Okay, so then just fill in the little border here, and there's your border. Now, right as it is, as of now, it looks really, really, really ugly. So what you want to do is go to Select, None, or Shift Control A right here. It's just a short key. All right, and then right-click, Alpha to Selection. All right, so now go to Filters, Alpha to Logo, go down to Neon, and then right here, the glow color. Try and get it as close as you can to the actual border color right here. So just go up here, and we'll just make it, actually we'll make it a little bit brighter, I think. About there, that should be good. Alright. And then I just leave everything else the same, because quite frankly, I don't know what it does. Again, I'm not a pro at a lot of this stuff, so I'm still learning as I go along. But a lot of the stuff I do, it's just, you know, simple once you do it a number of times. I apologize yet again. Yeah, again, 10 minutes up. So yeah, where I was at, I just made the neon. I just hit OK, and you just missed it lighting up here. So all this is just the overall light. It lights it up, and it makes it look bright and really nice. So from here, what you want to do is go to the background, and you want to try and find the very center of the overall 2,000. So that'd be 10,000, and then find the overall. No, actually, no, it wouldn't be half here. I take that back. It'd be half on the width, and then about to, I'd say, we'll go to about 300, 400. We'll just go with 400. So about 1,000 by 400. All right, and we're going to use our gradient tool. All right, so we're going to go to the gradient, and then foreground to transparent. Then go to the gradient options, and instead of linear, change it to radial. All right, so now you're going to go down to about 400. 400, there we go. 1,000. There you go. And then we're just going to pull it in this direction. And then, boop. Voila, where are you at? Oh, I fail. Wrong background. Sorry about that. All right. There you go. Okay, now do it. Boosh. There you go. So that gives you that nice little glow, I guess, if you want to say. All right, so now that you got that, go on the top of this right here, and then press New Layer. Okay. And this is where you're going to start putting your text that you made. Now, I only made one text. I usually put subscribe on the other side, but I'm just going to show you this for demonstration purposes. So from here, what you want to go to is Control-Alt-O, or just go to File, Open as Layers. Some of these, like I said, some of these short keys I do know. Some of them I'm not too familiar with. All right, so where are we at? It should be, oh no, that's right, desktop, Blender, projects, PNGs. All right, wait for this to load, because like I said, I have a lot of PNGs in here, which I should probably delete, but I'm really lazy. All right, there we go. And we're just going to go all the way down here, because it is named, blah, 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 da, 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 da. Where are we at? There we go. Test trigger 2295. Okay, we're going to open. All right, so here it is. Actually, that matches up really nice. Okay, oh, that's what I forgot to do. What I actually do, just for a really nice kind of blending kind of effect, to make it look really nice. Oh, wait. Make sure when, just so you don't move everything else, move active layer, and then it'll just move that. But what I'll usually do is I'll put a pointer, a spotlight, right in the middle of the text. And then when I wrote, so I'll show you what I'm going to do. So what you want to do is you want to rotate this now. So you go to the rotate, and you're going to click on it once, and then you're going to rotate this -90. All right. and then rotate. Alright, so now that you got that, move it down till you got it somewhat at the top. There you go. Alright, and then like I said, I usually make one here, so I'll just, I guess I could just duplicate this. So here, we'll just edit, no, duplicate, oh wait, no, what the hell, why am I doing it? So then go down here to duplicate, and then we're just going to move this over here, and we're going to rotate this, no, we're going to flip it, that's what we're going to do, we'll flip this. Okay, again, it's backwards, but again, you get the general idea. So then, yeah, we just move this over here. Again, this right here, what I'm moving, would usually say subscribe, and it would be facing the right way. But again, I'm just doing this real quick. So, after that, like I said, now that I'm like this, I would usually add an optical flare. So, just new layer. And you can do literally whatever you want else from here. So, yeah. This is literally from this point on is just editing, make it look however you want. Again, this is just the general layout of the dimensions of this and how to create this text to put it in here, and then everything else is literally just wherever your imagination takes you, and that's literally about it. So I'm probably just gonna stop the video here now. Again, if this helped, I'm sorry I was all jumpy around the place. I've had a lot of Mountain Dew today, so I could probably blame that. And not to mention my internet messing up on me again really makes me mad, because it always does. Anyway, so I hope this helped. If it did, please feel free to comment, rate, and subscribe. Not only to this channel, but to my other channel, TMP2295. It's where I do metal guitar covers and vocal covers. And again, I will send you this template in a GIMP file. I don't think I can export it as an Photoshop file, so only GIMP. If you use GIMP, just let me know. Like I said, favorite the video, and subscribe, and I'll send it to you. Again, you don't have to. You can just look at the dimensions I have here, but it would really help me out on getting a partnership if you like, favorite, and subscribe. So if you do, thank you in advance. I'm Trigga2295. And I will see you in the next video. If you have any more questions, just leave them in the comments section below. Ray William Johnson kind of thing there. I don't know. That was random. Okay. But yeah, just leave them in the comments section, and I'll be sure to get back. All right, later.